So yes, I run a design studio called Yeast.computer, where I design with and for the Earth's immune system. And today I will show you one recent project, which is called Soilbread. It's a microbiome-driven research. As we already heard today, our bodies contain more microbes than there are people living on this planet. The collective term for all these microbes in one person's body is the microbiome, and each one is an ecological community of more than 1 trillion microbes, really. And at birth, the human is generally considered sterile, and yet in the first seconds of life, the newborn's gut is colonized with microorganisms. And in the years that follow, each person's microbe culture grows immensely, shaped by the body's environment, our social interactions, and the food we consume. And I think adults carry around 5 kilograms of microbes with them. And picking up new microbes has long been considered risky. Since the Industrial Revolution, the overpopulated and polluted streets caused outbreaks and diseases such as cholera. And due to the increasing concern about public health, many cities started constructing tunnels and pumping systems to control outbreaks. And the sewage system it really helped us to control hygiene, and dirt became less visible. Bacteria are excluded from our bodies as well as from our homes. And whilst in the middle of celebrating our cleanliness, it might be useful to look at the other side of the coin. In Western countries, widespread diseases like cholera made a way for diseases such as Crohn's disease, diabetes, autism, asthma, which we heard a lot about already, a lot of skin diseases, even cancer, Alzheimer's, and also numerous allergies. In the past 10 years, research after research is being published indicating a connection between these modern diseases and our gut microbiome. Soil microbes and yeast are quintessential ingredients of fertile soil, as we all know, and often depicted as sources of illness and sanitary conditions. They are actually fundamental to the world's nutrition. And this is how Soilbread came about. It is a research into this contradiction between social stigma and nutritional dependency of soil. Soilbread intends to reframe the attitude towards terra firma by using it as the main ingredient to bake bread, one of the oldest human man-made foods. And the bread that I baked is literally made with a couple of spoons of fresh soil. So yeah, I just started experimenting with this. Knowing that in urban environments we miss a lot of being attached to soil, first of all, but also microbes. And then I thought of the fact that we added iodine to salt because we use salt for bread, because it is something that we miss in our daily diet. And so I thought, can I basically do this with soil? So it is a concept. It's an art project, but it really works. I baked the bread. I shared it. We ate it. It's delicious. So this is a first sample, literally bread with soil. The microbes present in soil that are responsible for its earthy smell that I became really interested in is called the Mycobacterium factae, if I pronounce it correctly. And there's a lot to say for establishing microbial diversity. incorporating a little more dirt in everyday life. What I try to do is actually use the microbes to bake the bread, not literally add the soil. So I started catching wild yeast from soil, and with that wild yeast, I baked bread. Because actually these microbes can really improve people's moods, literally, like we all probably have experienced by touching soil, working in the garden, etc. But it also really boosts our immune system. So I used the shape of the microbes for a new version of this bread that are also bacteria shaped. But during the time that I was working on this research, COVID came about, and it really put this project in a whole different daylight. Because among the main recommendations to fight the pandemic are to avoid interpersonal contact, to disinfect hands way more often than we were even used to, and also not touching physical surfaces, and lastly, quarantine. But these social interactions between people also led to the sharing of these micro bioorganisms that actually have helped to boost our immune systems. So by fighting the disease, I think we also start losing something, and I don't know yet what is at this moment more crucial. And as an even bigger coincidence, I got a child exactly during this pandemic, and I'm also a bit, scared that I want this child to be this child to be in touch with microbes, with people, that is just impossible. And on the other hand, I don't really dare. So in this time of this global pandemic, Soilbread addresses exactly these urgent questions on the human body's sensitivity towards transformation and contamination. And I think we need to figure out how can humans begin to cohabit with other form of multi-species encounters. And I don't think there's, it's too easy to say that it's good or bad. The microbes might be good for me and not good for you, and the other way around. So it's not just black and white. But I do think it will be really interesting to talk about this question and research further what I intend to do with my studio practice here in Amsterdam, working together with scientists and researching these topics. And my work as a designer is to somehow address these questions and make them tangible, and have them really in a way that you can taste it, smell it, touch it, so that we can understand them better. So that's my short presentation. Thank you.